Let's proceed to the second half of our quiz. So what is integration? It is the reverse process of differentiation. And then what do we call the process of finding a function from its derivative? That is antidifferentiation, or the finding of antiderivative, or integration. What type of function is produced when you compute an indefinite integral that is not a constant, that is not a matrix, that is not a number kasi indefinite, that is another function. So what do you call this symbol? It is integral sign. Integrand is yung nasa loob ng integral sign. Which of the following represents C in an indefinite integral? That is the constant of integration. The purpose of C is to reverse yung operation ng differentiation, wherein ang during differentiation, pag nag-differentiate tayo ng constant, that is 0. So, para ma-reverse yung operation na yon ng ginagawa ng integration, nagdadagdag siya ng plus C. Okay, let's proceed with number 16. We still have 5 more to go. We have the integral of 2x cubed minus 5x. So, direct lang ito sa power rule. So, we have now integral ng 2x cubed minus 5x dx. So this becomes, labas yung coefficient, apply power rule doon sa ating variable. Similar, labas coefficient, apply power rule doon sa ating variable, and then we add c. Simplifying this, we have x raised to 4 over 2 minus 5 over 2 x squared plus c. So we have here this answer. X raised to, this one, mali na shades, sir. X raised to 4 over 2 minus 5 over 2 x squared plus c. Okay, let's proceed with number 17, another very complicated one, Okay, so let's try to solve this. Number 17, marami din sigurong medyo nahirapan dito. So, similar sa kanina, ang gawin natin, laruin natin ng konti yung ating integrand. So, we have here x plus 5 over x plus 2 cube dx. Okay? So, since, kung mapapansin nyo, masyadong complicated yung ilalim, and if we find the let u, kasi ang common na gagawin natin dyan is magle-let u tayo ng x plus 2, and our du is equal to dx. Unfortunately, hindi natin makakancel yung nasa itaas. So, our goal is to eliminate yung nasa x na to. So, what we can do is similar dun sa ginawa natin kanina. We can use x plus 2 plus 3. Diba 5 ito? Tapos, i-divide ko ngayon siya sa x plus 2 cube dx. So, again, paghiwalayin natin, ihiwalay ko yung part na to doon sa plus 3. Then we have now the integral of x plus 2 over x plus 2 cube plus 3 over x plus 2 cube dx. Okay? In this case, pwede na natin tanggalin ito. Ito magiging squared na lang. Okay, hope nagigets. So, in this case, na-simplify na natin, natanggal na natin si x plus 2 sa ibaba. So, wala nang x yung ating numerator. So, ang simplified form na pala neto ay 1 over x plus 2 x plus 2 squared plus 3 over x plus 2 cube dx. Okay. So, ang gawin natin ngayon, since mas medyo simple na siya, when I try to use let u or the u substitution now, which is equal to x plus 2, our du is equal to dx. So, wala na tayong kailangang i-cancel doon sa itaas, So, we can now rewrite this function as integral of 1 over u squared, okay? U is x plus 2 plus 3 over u cube, and our du is equal to dx. So, this will be du. Gawin natin itong sa itaas lahat. So, this becomes negative 2 plus 3 u negative 3 du. So, pwede na tayo ngayong mag-apply ng power rule dito. So, this now becomes u raised to negative 1 over negative 1 plus 3 u raised to negative 2 over negative 2 plus c. Simplifying this becomes negative 1 over u plus 3 halves ng u squared. So, let me rewrite that one. This becomes 3 over 2 u squared plus c. Then, ibalik ngayon natin siya into x, yung variable. Again, our x is x plus 2. This becomes negative 1 over x plus 2 plus 3 over over 2 multiplied by x plus 2 squared plus c. And this is our answer. So, negative 1 over x plus 2 plus 3. Let me just, may negative 2 doon. So, this should be negative. Okay? So, negative 3 over 2 x plus 2 squared plus c. Oh, no! Wala na namang sagot. Kasi naka-raise to 3 ito. Supposedly, ito yung answer natin. However, naka-raise to 3. So, wala tong sagot. This should be E. So, meron na tayong dalawang E. Okay. Then, puntahan natin tong number 18. So, we have here number 18. Evaluate the integral of e raised to tan x second squared x dx. So, in this scenario, alam pa na natin na pag may e, this is an exponential with base e. Hindi to general exponential, This is an exponential form with base e. So, alam natin na ang ile-let you natin ay yung tan x. However, paano kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung ile-let you? Let's say, assume natin na hindi mo alam na exponential ito. So, ganito lang naman kasimple. Okay? Hanapin mo yung variable na magpo-produce ng derivative ng isa. So, in this case, ang derivative ng second squared ay hindi natin alam. Pero alam natin na ang derivative ng tangent x ay second squared x. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, ile-let you natin siya. I-let you natin ngayon si tangent x kasi alam natin na ang derivative niya ay second squared x dx. So, bakit importante yon? Kasi ang goal natin kaya tayo nagle-let you is para ma-simplify yung term or yung function, ma-simplify yung function or makapag-cancel ng isa pang term doon sa ating function para mapadali yung ating pag-i-integrate. So, dito, pwede kong sabihin na yung dx is du over second squared x. So, ibalik natin dito sa ating equation. We have now e integral of u second squared x times our dx will be du over second squared x. So, cancel na ito. See? Yaan yung target ng let u, ng u substitution. Kailangan mata-cancel natin yung isa pang term. Kaya ang hahanapin mong ile-let u ay kapag dinerivative mo yung term na yon, maka-cancel mo pa yung isang term. Okay? So, we have now the integral of e raised to u du, which is just simply e raised to u plus c, which is e raised to tan x plus c. And our answer is e raised to tan x plus c. Okay? Last two problems. We have now 43 minutes recording. So, trigonometric. Medyo nakakatakot. Number 19. So, we have now evaluate the integral of cosine x minus x sine x over x cosine x dx. Okay. Dito natin pwedeng itsambahin yung ating sinasabing technique sa pagle-let you. Ang pipiliin mong i-let you, yung mapapadali ka ng pagdiderivative at pag dinerivative mo siya, makakancel mo yung isang term. Meron tayong dalawang parts ng equation na to. We have yung upper part and the lower part. Okay? So, kung alam sana natin yung integral of trigonometric functions, pwede natin gawin itong cosine x over x cosine x minus x sine x over cos x cosine x dx. Okay? In this case, makakancel ito. Ang maiiwan sa atin ay integral ng 1 over x minus, we have here sine x cosine x dx. So, tangent na sana yan. Pero hindi natin pa alam kung ano yung integral ng tangent. But, we can use let u. This is only one approach. Ano? So, unahin ko muna itong approach na to and then puntahan natin yung isa pang approach later on. So, ito, alam natin yung integral ng 1 over x dx, that is ln x. This is ln x minus, so ito, i-analyze natin ulit separately. So, wala namang masama kung i-analyze mo siya separately. So, we have here the integral, ayan yung minus ha. Okay, so, pwede ako ditong mag-let u is equal to cosine x, then du is equal to negative sine x dx, wherein dx now becomes negative du over sine x. Okay, let's substitute that in this one. We have now integral of sine x over u times du over sine x. Huwag mong kalilimutan si negative sine. So, makakancel ito. We have now negative integral of du over u. So, we have now negative ln absolute value of u plus c, which becomes negative ln cosine x plus c. So, ilagay natin dito. We have now, so yung negative na to, tsaka yung negative na to, so makakancel out na yan. Magiging positive na yan. So, ln cosine x plus c. So, remove na natin yung dalawang negative at palitan natin ng positive sign. So, we have ln x plus ln cosine x plus c. We have letter A. Okay. So, another approach. Okay. So, this one is our first approach. Then, another approach tayo. So, dito, kung sanay na sanay ka sa pagdiderivative, kung na-master mo ang differential calculus, kaya natin itong gawin na form na to, di ba? Pwede natin ito kagad i-let u si denominator as x cosine x, then our du from the product rule becomes x times negative sine x, okay, plus cosine x, okay, then our dx. So, therefore, dx now becomes du over cosine x minus x sine x. So, pag pinasok natin yan dito, this becomes integral of since yung ating x cosine x becomes u times du over, copy ko na lang to para madali, copy, paste. Okay, so pwede na natin ngayon makancel yung ating numerator. Then we have here integral of du over u, which is ln u plus c, which becomes ln x cosine x plus c. Sir, bakit wala sa choices? So, kasi, pagka may ganito tayong product na nakapaloob sa ln, let's say ln AB, yan ay pwede nating isulat as ln A plus ln B. So, in this case, pwede natin itong i-rewrite as ln x plus ln cosine x plus c, which is also the same as this one. Alright. Then last problem tayo, number 20. We have here integral of 3t over square root of 1 plus 6t squared dt from 0 to 4. So, again, sobrang komplikado nung nasa baba. So, mahihirapan tayo kasi meron kang binomial na nakapaloob sa isang radical or radicand sign. So, ngayon, i-let you natin yung medyo komplikado na to. So, wag nyo lang isasama yung radical kasi mas mahihirapan tayo mag-du pa dyan. So, ang gawin natin, we have let u 1 plus 6t squared, then our du becomes 12t dt. So, now, this function becomes the integral of 0 to 4, 3t over square root of u d. Yung du natin, palitan natin si dt ng du over 12t. So, this becomes du over 12t. So, cancel na natin si t. Okay? Yung 3 na to, mawawala na rin. Mapapalitan ng 4. So, this becomes 4 integral of 0 to 4. Gawin ko ng power ito, negative 1/2 du. Okay. So, let's apply power rule. We have 4 integral ng 0 to 4 u negative 1/2 plus 1 over negative 1/2 plus 1. Since nag-apply na ako, wala na tong sign na to. Sorry. Okay? From 0 to 4, lilipat na siya dito. Since nag-apply na ako ng rule. So, this becomes negative yung 4 over 1/2, that is 8. This should not be 4. Minor mistake. This should be 1/4 kasi nasa ilalim. So, 1/4 times 1/2 divided by 1/2, that is 1/2. Okay? Then, that may negative 1/2. Then, this becomes negative 1/2 plus 1/2, that is square root of u from 0 to 4. Sir, bakit hindi tayo nagpalit ng limit? Kasi ang gagawin naman natin this time ay ibabalik natin ito sa kanyang original variable, which is 1 plus 6t squared from 0 to 4. So, nagamit pa rin natin, take note kasi yung 4 and 0 na to, para yan kay t, hindi yan para kay u. Kaya normally, ang ginagawa natin, gumagawa tayo ng bagong limits. But another approach naman is ibalik na lang natin siya kasi simple lang naman ito, yung nilet u natin, ibalik na lang natin sa original kasi baka lumaki yung value. So, ang gawin natin ngayon, substitute na natin. So, we have now yung ating first term, we have 1/2 square root ng 1 plus 6 raised to 4 squared. Okay, then minus, hindi ko mo 0 yung ating lower limit, ay automatic 0 na yung ating pangalawang term. So, square root of 1 plus 6 times 0 squared. So, what we have now here is 1/2 ng square root ng 16 times 6. 16 times 6, that is 6, 3, 96 plus 1, that is square root of 97. Okay, minus 1/2, this is 0, so this becomes square root of 1. So yung square root of 1 na yan, that is also equal to 1. Let me just make it smaller. Ayan, this is good. Okay, factor out ko si 1/2. So, we have here 1/2. Okay, then we have square root of 97. Yung square root of 1, that is 1, ano? So, that is minus 1.